Hi, my name is Steven. I am a registered nurse, internationally educated nurse from Ghana, and I want to take this pathway with you. There is something I have termed it, let's pass Nclex together. So in all my videos, you will see let's pass Nclex together. I am going to share with you in this particular video 5 key things that help me succeed in this Nclex. And I believe that if you use that as you prepare for these Nclex exams, you are also going to be successful. A lot of people have journeyed through this and their first attempt was not successful. They've made the second attempt, third attempt, and still struggling. But I believe that there are key things that you need to know once you make up your mind to write these Nclex exams. So the first one that I'm going to discuss with you is time management. Please make sure you manage your time well, especially those with families. You'll be going to work, you'll be caring for your family, your kids, and still you need to learn. And this is where the big problem comes in. So as a mother, as a father, as a worker who is preparing for these Nclex exams, you need to make time for studies. It is important that you manage your time well. If you are doing something related to work, you make sure you plan well. If you are studying, you plan well to study. If you are taking care of your family, you also plan towards that. So in entirety of this journey, there should be a total time management. Because if you are not careful, especially internationally educated nurses, there are a lot of things that are not familiar to us because of our certain or geographical location. There are things that we were not taught. There are things that we were not used to. There are things even we have not seen at our sites. So once you are studying, you meet a lot of things that are new to you. And it's important that you dedicate a lot of time to study those things, because when you dedicate time towards them, that is where you'll be able to get familiar with those things that are not known to you. So it is important to manage your time well. Time management in these exams is very crucial. That is what I want you to know as the first point. Then the second one is the resources or the resource personnel that you engage. At times, once we make up our mind to write these exams, any resource material that our friend or whoever gives to us, we jump into it, and at the end, it doesn't really help us. So it is important that you know the resources that you are using. And in this video, I am going to tell you the resources that I use, that I believe it helped me. And also, I will let you know the people that I engage or the people I listen to that also helped me. And the first one is Archer. I used Archer QBank. So the PDFs, the videos, the questions, I utilize it. So don't buy QBank and solve some few questions and think that, oh, you are good to go. Make sure everything in the kill bank, whether being video, whether being PDFs, the questions, make sure you utilize them. It is very important. I have not used the other kill banks, but the one that I used, especially Archer, was very useful to me. And also, I used Remanes. Yes, I know you are aware of that professor, Remanes. So the quick fact, that is what I used. And it's very important. She organized class sections on YouTube. So it's very important that you follow her. You will learn a lot of things. And at times, she makes things very simple to understand. So try to also engage her and get some of her resources and use it. And the other person that I also engage is Nclex Crusade International. Nclex Crusade International. And the truth is, I love the way the way he has made the drag calculation very simple. So I downloaded some of his videos from YouTube, especially on drag calculations, because the drag calculation, he has made the tricks very simple to understand, very simple to be able to solve either drop factors, either volume, anything. So when you use his tricks and the techniques that he used in solving these drag calculation, all the questions pertaining to drag calculation becomes very easy and simple. So when I got that video, I was really happy because it made solving drag calculations very simple for me. So you can also search for him, and he also organizes live discussions on YouTube. So you can also follow him and also find out some of his videos and use it, because personally, I believe that it's really useful and it will help you very much. So try to use it. The next thing that I want you to know is personal studies. Personal studies. Try your possible best to do personal studies. You see, most of us used to join group discussions always. And I can say that group discussion, though, is good, at times what your friend or your colleague will be explaining will help you to understand it more. But this is where the problem lies. Let's say the group is discussing something detailed, and you have started with the foundation. How are you going to understand the thing very well? Because nursing is something that is built from the foundation. So if you are learning the foundation and the group is discussing something like critical nursing or something emergency or something, and you are learning the foundation, if you join that group, you will get yourself confused. So you need to do personal studies, bring yourself to that level and join the group. And even after joining the group, also make a personal studies. So whatever was discussed in the group, you can have a time, go into it, understand it in your own way, and get your own perspective of whatever you need to know with respect to that particular topic. So it's important to do personal studies. And I did that, and it really helped me. So you can use that. The next thing that I also did is that I unlearn and relearn. So the professors also have their own. Um, they made a statement that Nclex has its own language. Yes, Nclex has its own language. So at times, whatever you think I was taught in school, whatever you think in the course of practices you have learned, when you bring that to Nclex, you get everything wrong. So Nclex has its own language. And I'm not saying maybe your experiences doesn't matter or whatever you learned in school doesn't matter. No, that is not what I mean. But I want you to understand that at times when we bring our experiences to the question, because you meet a question that is familiar to whatever a case that you have handled at the unit or the ward, and if you are using your experiences to answer that question, you might get it wrong. So that is where I want you to understand that Nclex has its own language. So always try your best to unlearn and relearn. When you solve a question using your experiences and knowledge, and you find out that no, it's wrong, per Nclex, it's wrong, you have to unlearn and relearn. If you do that, it will really help you. It's very important that you do that. And the last thing that I want to talk about is follow your schedule. Follow your schedule. It is very, very important that you follow your schedules. So if daily schedule is not helping you, make sure you go by weekly schedule. And whatever target that you set for yourself, try your possible best to achieve. Other than that, you always keep postponing. Today, you will not be able to do it. You postpone to tomorrow, and the next day, and at the end of the day, you will not be able to achieve anything meaningful. So I want you to make sure that you focus on your schedule and whatever target that you have set. So let's say in a week you have set a target for yourself that you want to be able to complete cardiovascular system. Then you should try your possible best that in that particular week, cardiovascular system, you will complete it. So try to do that. And I believe that if you follow these 5 key things that help me, I believe it will also help you. And your exams, the next one that you sit, or if this is your first time, you come out with flying colors. And I hope that you be successful. God bless you, and follow for more next time.